What's up, guys? What's up, YouTube? This is your boy Connell, the Tech Savvy Rider. This is my What's in the Box video. But first, I'm going to play a joke on my wife. As you see, I cut a hole in the box. I'm going to put myself in it. And then I'm going to call my wife because she's out in the back doing her exercise. I'm going to call her. She's going to come in and I'm going to try to get her to open up the box. So, be prepared. Babe! Come in. It's my birthday. I got a gift for you for my birthday. Come open it. Come on.
This dear.
It's my birthday, but I got you a gift.
Your gift for me, my birthday was for 2 weeks ago, and yours is tomorrow.
Okay, babe, but it's your birthday, my birthday. We missed your birthday because we were trying to come home. You remember?
Yeah.
I wasn't able to get you anything, so now it's my birthday. I got you a gift.
Okay.
Now, this is your gift. Open it.
You want me to open it?
Yes, dear.
You're not playing with me?
No, dear.
Okay.
This is your gift.
It's moving! It's moving!
GoPro, start recording.
A tech savvy rider implemented new technology to modify his 2015 GL 1800 Honda Goldwing. That Goldwing later became known as Black Flash, an extreme lighting show bike. YouTube, I'm getting ready to go over what's inside the box. This is the advanced setting that this is the advanced setup that I'm using for my trailer. I'm gonna go over exactly what I got inside the box and how I got everything connected, so it won't be no confusion. Now, remember on my last video I told you there's a quick disconnect coming from the trailer. Coming from the motorcycle going to the trailer. So here are the connections that I have. I have my wire to vehicle kit for my controllers for my rolling eyes light set. I got a positive connection, a negative connection, and a fuse box access cable connection. I'm not currently using this accessory because I'm using a fuse plate, but I'll go over that in a second. Going to my box, these cables are coming in on the side over here. First thing being first is my positive connection is coming in and it's going over to, I have a fuse plate that holds 6 connections, 3 on each side. My hot wire is going to the fuse plate positive connection for this fuse plate. Any device that I want to add to my trailer, it will be connected to the positive on this fuse plate, and the negative will be going over to this ground plate that's over here on the side over here. Hopefully you all can see it where I got my cable pointed out, where I got it pointed. Okay, now with that being said, that means that my bike is currently connected directly to my fuse plate positive and my ground plate negative. So anything that I have connected, which is devices going to this fuse plate and ground plate, will automatically be accessed when I flip the switch from the motorcycle going to the trailer. So now this is where the complication come in at. Remember I told you that the cutoff switch has to have a cutoff switch if you want to install a battery inside this trailer, inside this fuse box. The way I did it is, if my bike is disconnected from my trailer, I have a battery. The ground connection coming from my battery is also going to the same ground connection that the ground coming from the motorcycle is going to the fuse plate, ground plate that's on the side over here. So I have my battery ground plate that's inside going to this ground plate, and the ground wire coming from my motorcycle going to the same plate. On the bottom side of this ground plate, all the terminals are grounded by the battery here that's inside the trailer, inside the box, along with the ground cable coming in from the motorcycle. So one side is grounded by the batteries, and then the other side can be used to ground out the devices that need to be connected. Now, on the positive side of the battery, is going to a cutoff switch. Okay, the cutoff switch is then going from the cable is coming from the cutoff switch that's also going to the same fuse block and the same positive terminal. The reason I have to add a cutoff switch to the battery that's on the inside of the trailer is because two batteries can't be going to the same source, running the same devices, and be turned on simultaneously. So, with that being said, that means that if I turn the switch on my motorcycle to turn my trailer on, then the switch for my battery has to be turned off. If my motorcycle is off and I want to use my trailer, the devices on my trailer, like turn on my lights or whatever, then I can use the switch that's inside. Use the switch to turn my battery on that will also turn on my lights. Now, the biggest thing about this connection is if you're going to use a connection coming from the motorcycle going to the box, and the box itself also has a battery. Let me turn these lights off. Both of these connections cannot be on at the same time. So with that being said, I highly recommend getting a cutoff switch that has a cover where you can lock that cover to stop anyone from coming up to your motorcycle while it's on and flipping your switch on. Because if it does, and the battery or the positive connection from the bike is turning everything on, and then you turn this connection on, you got two positive connections going to the same fuse block, and most likely it's going to start blowing fuses. So that's why I said it's best to get a cutoff switch that has a cover to prevent it from anyone flipping on the switch. I don't know about you, but my bike, if it's sitting somewhere and I'm doing a light show or something, or it's just sitting up and people are observing it, for some strange reason, people will see switches and they would just automatically just start touching stuff. If my bike is on when they do that, then most likely it's going to burn out something. That's why when I'm actually out and about, I disconnect my battery if this trailer is connected to my motorcycle. Because now, especially that I have said that you could burn up something on my trailer, I would definitely keep it turned off until I need to use it. Because people watch my video and say, oh, let me go destroy his trailer, turn the switch. You know, not saying anybody would do that, but that's the reason behind it. So either get you a switch that has a cover to lock it, or disconnect your battery if you're going to be away from your motorcycle. Now, this other cutoff switch that I have on this side is for all the other additional lights that I have on my trailer. It accesses the switch. It is the power to turn all my other lights on, like the lights for the side, the lights for the back of my trailer, underneath, and also the lights that's inside my trailer. That's what that switch over here does. It turns off all the extra additional lights. I think, let me see. Yeah, it turns it off. Okay, my bad. I had something else connected. But that is the reason why I did that. So that's a short rundown of exactly how I got everything connected in my trailer. In my power box. And if you don't remember anything else, if you decide to run this type of connection, make sure the battery that's inside the box has a cutoff switch. Once it is connected, the trailer is connected to the motorcycle. Keep it off. Don't run both of them at the same time. Other than that, that's my spiel for today. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. If you got any questions, leave them in the comment section below. The next video that I will be making, I will be interviewing Lady Luck. If you have any questions that you would like for her to be able to answer, please leave them in the comment section. And when I interview her, do an interview on her, she can read those questions and answer them on her video. Other than that, that's my spiel for today, YouTube. Y'all have a good one. GoPro, start recording. GoPro, start recording. A tech-savvy rider implemented new technology to modify his 2015 GL 1800 Honda Goldwing. That Goldwing later became known as Black Flash, an extreme lighting show bike.